Hey guys, and welcome to Pheas Airsoft, where today I'm going to unbox and review this PERUN P90 Mosfet. Hey guys, and welcome back. If you do enjoy this content today, please do consider liking, commenting and subscribing, because those interactions help me get seen by the YouTube algorithm. It helps the channel to grow. If you click the Linktree link down below, that will take you to all my socials, including my Discord and my merch store. Great community on my Discord. And if you use the join button down below, it will take you to channel memberships, which is totally optional. It's 99p a month to support the channel a little bit more. You get custom videos, custom giveaways and all that kind of stuff. Massively appreciated if you do that. So I've been genuinely lucky enough for PERUN to send me a P90, one of their brand new P90 Mosfets. Now I am struggling a little bit to contain my excitement to get it fitted in this Double Bell P90, which looks pretty much identical to the TM, so I'm excited to do this. I'm just going to get that out of the way a little bit. They also sent me with it a few goodies, some stickers, which everybody loves stickers, and a couple of patches as well, which I absolutely love. They also sent me, which has impressed me no end, the Mosfet for the org. I can't wait. This is going to be a separate video in its own. So let's get this open and have a look, and then we're going to do a separate video for the installation, and then we're going to come back and do a bit of a review. So on here then we've got links to the manuals, we've got the programming diagnostic stickers, and we've got some more stickers as well, and I'm definitely going to be putting at least one of these on the side of this P90, so get that out of the way. So inside the box then we've got the main board that's got the T-connect on it. Oh my god, you can see my reflection and everything. So that's obviously in an anti-static bag, and it does say their main board, so that replaced as part of the mechanical contacts. Lift the little tray out, and we've got a variety of little bits and pieces in here that we need. So we've got our programming card there, which is really useful. We've got, I believe that's part of the trigger detection system there. We've got, is that a control wire and a spare control wire? If that is cool. I like that there's spares in there. We've got the rear control board that goes at the back, and another two circuit boards that go as part onto this as part of the trigger system. And then we've got a cut-off lever that's used to detect the gearbox cycling. And then we've got some screws and bolts, including this magnetic part that sits on top of the trigger as well. So this is not as easy as some of the other installations, but it is obviously absolutely revolutionary that we don't need, I believe M trigger is the other one, where it's sort of like another PERUN that's fashioned into a block, a 3D printed block, I think, that sits on the front of the gearbox. This is specifically designed for it. So we've got semi-binary, oops, it is. So we've got in there semi-binary, semi-auto, semi-burst and burst auto. We've got burst count from 2 to 5. We've got active braking level, pre-cocking, trigger sensitivity, rate of fire reduction, DSG mode as well. And I have seen it supports DSG and triple S sector gears as well, which I know have come about in recent times. Trigger calibration is something that you have to do before you actually go and fully use it, to make sure that the Mosfet has gauged the movement of the trigger, which we'll cover in the installation video. So now I've got this unboxed and opened, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump to filming the other video of installing it in the P90, and then we'll come back with a little bit of footage of it in action to game day, a little bit of footage of it shooting after setting it up and everything, and I'll give my thoughts on what I think to it and the installation and everything. So back with you in a second. 21 rounds a second. Wow, that's made a lot of difference. Wow. So I'm back from testing it, and you should have just seen the rate of fire comparisons and the little bit of footage. Couple of quick little points to note really. I did find that if you overfill the mid caps, the 68 round mid caps, they are awful for feeding until you've sort of let out about eight rounds or so, after which they're fed absolutely flawless after that. So the first little bit, if you over cram these, they seem to get sort of wedged, so just be careful with those. The high cap, oddly enough, was significantly better feeding than I expected it to do, and fed first time without any issues compared to the mid caps. I do think the mid caps, it's just a case of bedding them in, but just to point out. But the PERUN itself then, I am fantastically impressed with it for the little bit of hassle of, and it's not really massive hassle to set up the board. You know, you're not having to buy ridiculous extra parts and things like that. This will just integrate into the gearbox as it is, and the trigger block and everything, and you can remove parts. It is fantastically simple to do, and the gain wasn't massive, but definitely noticeable. So on a 7.4, then we went from sort of 10 to 11 rounds to sort of 12-ish rounds. So we gained about 1 to 2 rounds per second there. At the 8.4, we went from about 9.5 rounds to about 10.5 rounds a second. 9.6 volt NIM, then we went from 13.5 rounds per second up to about 15 rounds per second, and then at the 11.1 we saw the biggest jump here. We went from about 16 to about 21 rounds a second, and it was noticeable. It just felt so much snappier. You know, then being able to have effectively a hair trigger to just pull and configure that trigger pull and things, the sensitivity for the first and second stage, as we've got here. You know, the fact that we've got the ability to have DSG modes and things like that. The pre-cocking, the active burst, you know, even the active braking, the burst cap, all the features you are going to want in your MOSFET are right there in this little device now. And all right, the Double Bell P90 costs the same as the actual MOSFET it's going to cost at retail. You know, this was just, for me, this was hitting lots of different stones with lots of different targets with one thing, that not only had I not done the Double Bell before, so I obviously got an unboxing, a disassembly. I'd also not done the P90 PERUN and needed a TM base, so I went in it to show you what it can do, and I am fantastically impressed with it. For the sake of the cost of it, you're going to get something that performs like a significantly higher costing version from other people. Now, do be warned, if the... That's my camera setup moving then and jumping about a little bit. Do be warned that if you have not got a TM based P90, so like the Crytek I believe is not TM based entirely, then the PERUN will not fit. So you need to be careful about what you're putting in. So the SEMA one, the Tokyo Marui, the Classic Army, the Double Bell one are all Tokyo Marui based. I believe the Crytek is not. The Novrich one I am not sure on, in all honesty. I've not looked at that internally, but if you've got a TM base one, this is for you, and it is absolutely well worth the money to invest in this, for those features. Even just a trigger alone, that you haven't got all that dead space, that you can configure how much dead space you've got, just makes it so much more satisfying to use and wield. The boost in performance in terms of rate of fire was just phenomenal, and thoroughly enjoyed it. As you can probably see from that little bit of footage there, it really felt significantly better as a platform for having the P90 PERUN in it. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Just a final big thank you to PERUN themselves for sending me this out to do the videos for, and to install it. I have massively appreciated that they have let me do this for them and make these videos. You know, really massively appreciated to you guys. Please do remember to like, comment and subscribe. Use the Linktree link for all my socials and my Discord and my merch store. And I will see you next time. Bye.